Hola gang, and welcome again to Old Nerd Gamer. I'm Tony, I'm your old nerd of the day, and I play things so you don't have to. Today, we're once again inside Trove. We're inside my club world, and we have done, my brother-in-law Ken and I have done a ton of work that I wanted to show you. As you can see, I've replaced the floor with multicolor stuff, blocks, and just a lot of fun stuff that music and music notes, and it just makes me and my wife happy. It's just kind of something that we put in. We've expanded the track. Ken and I have done a ton of work on the track. I've added multiple new terraformers or lands to the club world. And I'll show you around. First of all, I want to show you one of my new mounts. This, of course, is my bone dragon. And I'll take you out over the sea because I don't want to destroy anything. But as you can see, he shoots fireballs and he can take out blocks and enemies below, which is very cool. Okay, my new mount that I got, let's see, it should be in rare. There it is, the F4 ST prototype rocket. Now watch this thing. It's very loud, and that's why I'm not gonna ride it around, because I don't want it to be distracting. But check that out. Now watch when I do turns. Isn't that sweet? I lean into it, and check this out when I hit S. Hold it down. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll just use my wings. I'll tell you what, instead of a mount, I'll just use my wings. So, of course, we've got our hub with our soccer field and our coffee shop and all the wall of faces or heads, whatever you want to call it, and all our machinery down there. Okay, so we start off kind of in medieval heights, and there's our bounce house and our ice skating rink. Then we've got, of course, Candoria and our coffee shop. And I've added actually three new terraformers since we last spoke. This is Faye Wild, Uncanny Valley, a part of Faye Wild. And this down here is Desert Frontier. There's our track down there. We've added some palm trees and some fun little stuff. Here's a lone scaffold that I need to move. But here's a little gopher with a mining hat on. Oh no, I forgot. I don't want to use that. And we've added. We finally got the Treasure Isle terraformer to work. I actually tried it on my own again. And that's the only thing I came up with. A lot of nice mountains coming up from the surface, but nothing coming up to the surface except for this little part. So I just added a chair and a pirate plushie and a little treasure chest. But Ken had a lot more success. He got another Treasure Isle terraformer and positioned it correctly to the point where it was coming up nicely, and an actual nice sized island with grass and rocks came up. So I am just thrilled with this. We're going to do some pirate stuff, add some piratey type stuff. We're going to actually add a pirate ship. We're going to build a pirate ship and put it on there. Something that you can't sail on but still looks good. I keep forgetting that I'm not going to do that. I need to use my wings. Okay, so here is one of the new land or terraformers that I added, Neon City, and we've just started putting a nice amount of track into it. Nothing else built in it very much. Okay, so we come up over here. Look at that square Sea of Tranquility. I don't know what that is sticking up out of the Sea of Regret. See, if you go in the Sea of Regret, like I've told you before, it's going to burn you. just like that. See my health going down? But the Sea of Regret right here does not. And I don't... Obviously, this was some kind of an anomaly that came from one of the terraformers that I used. And it's just a little square. It's weird. So I've added some flowers and stuff like that. Just some decoration here. There's the mushrooms that I added last time. And it just goes in a big U shape here. And I've added a Dragonfire Peaks over here. That's lava down there. This is kind of a dark area. This is Volcanic Fields, which is part of Dragonfire Peaks, an area within it. This is called a Whittle Wed Wagon. See the little dragon? It's like he's in a playpen or something like that. Really weird. That's all I've added to this so far. So this is pretty new, and I'll show you what's brand spanking new that I just did a few minutes before we started. I started recording here. This is Permafrost. This is the last terraformer that I can add. This is all an ice, and it came out really nice. Look at the depth of the mountains and just inside. It really came out nice. I am thrilled with the shape it took. And so this, I mean, we haven't built anything in this because, like I said, I just did it a few minutes ago. For some reason, they don't have a terraformer for Cursed Vale. I have no idea why, which is really goofy, because that's one of the last lands, that is the last land that I would be adding to this. And it's like one of the first lands, if not the first land they ever created, even in the beta. And I don't know why there's not a terraformer for it. Okay, and then of course we go back into the Medieval Heights, Frigus Ford, which, like I said, is a portion of Medieval Heights. And I want to take you on this track and show you what we've added. This is like a long track now, and we still need to expand it out to Dragonfire Peaks and Permafrost. So let's go back to our hub. Here's our little garden. Did I show you what I've added? Carrots, onions, corn, tomatoes. These are watermelon, square watermelon. Leeks, I believe, and these are potatoes. I don't like the way they did the potatoes. They're kind of goofy. I think they should have been little oblong brown things. Expanded out on the wall of faces, or wall of heads, for all the trophies that we still have to put up. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll take you around on the track. I'll hop on my mustache mag rider, and we'll go on through. Okay, you've seen this before. There's our fishing holes of lava and water and chocolate for all the types of fish. Of course, our coffee shop. Come through into Faye Wilds. Now this goes through, which you've seen before, but it goes under a new portion of the track, which I'll show you goes down into the desert frontier. Okay, first of all, we go down and see, now that turns out, or it turns back in rather than goes the other way. Okay, so this goes down these scaffolds, over this pile of ore, over these scaffolds. Oh, I want to show you something real quick before I go any further. That's our toilet. If you know, working out here sometimes gets long and arduous, and sometimes you need to take it down. So that's our toilet. Anyway, over here also, what I've been doing is, for some reason, they don't have portals yet, and hopefully they will soon, that will carry you between the terraformer lands. But right now you have to use like temporary portals that disappear. So what I've done is I've kind of used, I've kind of constructed a couple machines that we use all the time when we're building, and I just carry them with me and then put them down in the land that we're working. So this is the Fun Factory, and this is the one that holds all the track. Mag rail booster, which is you can it'll speed you up, keep you going, especially up hills, and the mag rail speed changer, which can actually speed you up or slow you down. So like if I'm going through areas that we built a lot that I want you guys to see, what I'll actually do is I'll add one of those and it'll slow you down so you have a chance to see, and then I'll add another one that speeds you back up. Okay, so the Fun Factory. I've also carrying with me the cube converter, which makes absolute perfect sense because that's the way we make all our blocks. There's your standard blocks, metallic blocks, glass blocks, glowing blocks, organic blocks, which is for like land. There's a face of flow, which is spurts out water, and this is a cocoa cascade, which spurts out chocolate. And then stylish blocks, which I really haven't used much of. They're kind of strange. So, I mean, that's very necessary. And then, of course, our regular workbench, so we can add things from different lands. Signs and medieval heights. These are all from recipe dungeons that I've done. So, you know, there's our onion patch right there, our corn bed, our carrot patch that I showed you in the garden. And then all kinds of plants, and there's the mushrooms that I added. And you can add tables and fences and planters and windows and all kinds of stuff, beds and couches. And for each different land, there are different recipes. So you've got Desert Frontier, there's cactus and pool tables and pianos, and permafrost, which has, you know, all kinds of bed or all kinds of ice-related things. Cursed Veil, which is, like I said, they don't have a Cursed Veil terraformer, so I don't understand why they have Cursed Veil recipes, but they do. So hopefully that's to come, which is strange because Cursed Veil was like the first. I think it was the first land they ever added to the beta. Okay, so Faye Wilds. There's all the Faye Wilds recipes, logs and hedges and all kinds of fun stuff. Dragonfire Peaks, which I showed you, is the dark lava place, Neon City. Candoria, which I have all the recipes for. A lot of these I still need the recipes for. And Treasure Isle, which I need more of the recipes for. But this will be for our boat and you know, cabins and stuff like that. You know, there's cannons and cannonballs and barrels, and there's that pirate plushie that I showed you, and umbrellas and all kinds of fun stuff. So I carry those with me everywhere I go, and I just put them down where we're working. All right, so let's go ahead and continue our journey. Get back on the mag rider. Oops. There we go. And off we go. So we travel through, and this will go along the outer cliff of this area, Desert Frontier. It goes over the nice scaffold bridge that Ken put together and travels around the water. We met each other in the middle. I built this part, he built this part that goes, woo, hold your breath, you're underwater. And then goes up the bridge and back over the scaffold. Now we're headed back into Desert Frontier and underneath some of the cliffs through the scaffolding again. And he built this area right here, which is fun. Signs and cactuses, and there's a little chest back there. And then you go through the waterway underneath the mountain and back into it and back into Faye Wilds. Now see, that's where we left off. That's the change in Faye Wilds that took us down. Okay, so we go past this area. I set up some chairs and stuff. Excuse me. Into Neon City, and this is my little ode to Space Mountain coming up here. That I, you know, it's something that I see, something that I identify with Space Mountain. Now, Ken City built. Oh my goodness! Look what Ken built! Holy crap! I haven't been around since he built this. Excuse me, guys. Holy crap. Very good work, Ken. That's lovely. That is awesome. Okay, so over scaffold and back into Faye Wilds. Man, someone down the wrong pipe. And all I've been drinking is coffee. I did a review on Old Nerd Reviews just a little bit ago, so maybe I got something from that burger stuck in my throat. I'll have that on Monday, by the way, tomorrow, on the Old Nerd Reviews channel. Link in the description and in the end slate. Or a card. Okay, up and over the trees, down the trees, and there's our bridge, my new bridge that we built. And here we go, down through the vines underneath, past some nice lighting, and over the waterway again, and into another part at Medieval Heights. Climbing up the trees slowly, of course, heading down. Now you're familiar with this. I showed you this in the last video. And down, and back up. And coming into the home stretch, used a lot of speed boosters on that to climb that hill. And we're coming down to the picnic area with the campfire and the chairs and table and umbrella. There's our garden, and we come back into the hub. So that is the track. So I am impressed with that section that Ken built. What I'll probably do is I'll suggest that he add one of the areas of track that will actually slow you down, the speed changer. So that way, well, I don't know if that would work. Because, well, you are going down, so it may. Anyway, what I want to do with the speed changers is add them periodically throughout the areas, so as we build stuff to look at, it'll slow you down and you'll be able to see it. And then once you get past it into regular areas that really don't have a lot to look at, we'll speed you back up, and especially up hills so you can get up there. So anyway, that is what we've been doing. We've been spending a lot of time and doing a lot of work on the club world. So I hope you enjoyed that, and as soon as I make, or Ken and I make some more major revisions, we'll come back in and I'll show you around again. So, you guys, thank you for watching. Join me over at Old Nerd Reviews if you like food and product reviews. And you have a freaking awesome day. And I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.